Hallo, welkom bij de Apple Movie. Wat gebeurt er als de familie Martinetti een nieuwe computer gaat kopen? Dat ziet u de komende 25 minuten. En bovendien is het niet onverstandig om pen en papier bij te houden en heel goed op te letten. Want straks stel ik u 3 vragen waarmee u zelf een spiksplinternieuwe computer kunt winnen. En dat is deze, de Macintosh Performa van Apple, die in meerdere opzichten een hoofdrol speelt.
As far as I can tell, families have 2 kinds of people. The ones who want everything to stay the same, and the ones who want to spice things up a bit. I guess you can count me in the second group. Zoe, too. She's my sister. Frank? He's always up for something crazy. And Mom, she's a classic. Gramps loves opera, so you can count him in for some fun. And Schubert, he's just cool. I guess in our family it was only Pop who was really set in his ways. Of course, we all thought that would change once we got our new computer. I'm TJ, and this is the story about when my family, the Martinettis, brought home a computer. Getting a computer in our family was a real adventure. We're all so different, I never thought we could agree on one. Mom, you see, she runs a home business.
Hey, kiddo.
Hey, Mom. That is when she's not running the home. Frank, he's the brains around here, studying to be an engineer, or something like that. Zoe and Gramps, they're the Martinetti Philharmonica and Jug Band.
Allegro, honey. More Allegro.
Well, that's what Pop calls him anyway. As for Pop, he's got his own ideas about things.
Where's the sports?
But he's a great guy.
Never.
Hey, Pop, check this.
That's pretty clever, TJ.
Yeah, Pop's understanding, supportive,
But no points.
and sometimes as stubborn as a mule.
No points. What do you mean, no points? It's a work of art here.
A work of art. Yeah, that's what everybody thought,
Oh, I like it.
No points.
except Pop. Now I gotta tell you about points. And I gotta tell you how we weren't gonna keep the computer until we earned enough points to convince Pop we should.
The world got along fine for thousands of years without computers.
The world got along terrible.
See what I mean? I better go back to the beginning, though, because it's a wild story, and you really gotta know our family to understand. I guess it all started the night I came home late from school. Sorry I'm late, you guys. I was finishing up my report at the computer lab at school.
Oh. Well, since when's our typewriter not good enough for reports?
Pop, you can do all kinds of stuff on the computer you can't do here.
Like?
I use the electronic encyclopedia, the internet. I put pictures and words together. The thing is, Pop had a computer at work, and about all he ever did was put numbers into it. I don't blame him for not wanting one of those, but he didn't know there was a whole other world out there. Hard disk drive, it's really cool.
I hear you can even get music on the computer.
Opera?
Sure, Gramps, and pictures, too.
What, you can do that on a computer? Oh, hey.
The kids could really use a computer, Lou. Maybe even you and me.
I don't know, Mary. What if we get one and we don't use it?
Well, we could just look.
I want one.
Me too.
No promises.
So that's how the great computer quest began. Of course, Pop said that before we did anything, we had to talk to an expert.
Well, who do we know that knows a lot about this kind of stuff?
Fletcher. The next day, we went to see Fletcher. Fletcher was what Pop would call a piece of work. He was Frank's friend, a real genius, and he sold computers. There he is.
Whoa, the whole Martinetti family. Wow. Fletcher, we're thinking about buying a computer. Tell Pop it's a good idea.
Oh, it's a good idea. Now, I could sell you something expensive, Mr. M, but I won't.
Thanks, Fletcher. Now, what do you got?
Well, let's see. You'd be interested in a computer the whole family could use, right?
Right, yeah.
Something with multimedia.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of PC clones in stock.
PC clones?
Now, this one's on sale. Of course, you want to add a few options. The CD-ROM drive, you need that. Sound card, need that. memory management and adapter. Of course, you want to memorize some commands. You'll need some instructional books for that.
Then it hit me. Fletcher was making a point.
Oh, and also, you have to configure this one to run multimedia. Mr. M, now all of this is yours for a mere...
Uh-oh. Pop was not impressed. But then...
On the other hand, you could buy a Macintosh Performa.
Yeah. Fletcher showed us the Performa. It had CD-ROMs that Zoe and I could use for learning. There are programs Mom could use for home business. And a modem, too, to get information online. Plus, there were games. With the Performa, you just clicked on a file and there you were. You just put in the disc and bam! It made everything you want to do simple. We all thought for sure Pop was going to buy the Performa.
And the price?
It was a done deal.
Well, think about it, all right?
Think about it? No way.
What's to think about? We saw that one work. We saw this one work. This is better.
Now here's where the fun began.
What expert?
Because Gramps and Pop, they always see things different.
Consider here.
You were always so stubborn.
What, me?
Pop went one way,
I'm not going to argue.
Gramps the other.
I'll buy it. All right? And I'll also pay for the printer.
Gramps.
But here's the deal. If the family proves that they really need it, then you got to pay me back.
Oh, Dad. Was it...
So that's how it started.
A little friendly wager. What do you say?
Gramps was gonna buy it and bet Pop that we could change his mind about computers.
You're on.
I'm on?
Okay.
Okay, you got
And
it.
that's when Pop thought of points.
Okay, kids, everybody. We get 100 points in 1 month, and I'll pay for the computer.
How do we get points?
I'll figure it out.
You.
All I knew was that we were finally bringing a computer home.
No, not you.
And the next month was gonna be very interesting.
You could be the referee and the judge.
Hey, wil je dinosaurussen zien?
Ja, leuk, dino's.
Loading CD-ROM into Windows.
Waar zijn die dino's dan?
Ik heb geen idee. DOS-commando punt.
Waar zijn ze nou?
Wacht even. Configure system. Configure jumpers and dip
Oh, wat is
switches.
een dip?
Ik weet niet. Waar ga je nou naartoe?
Naar familie Smits.
Waarom?
Die hebben een Mac.
Performa, de Macintosh voor thuis. Bel voor informatiepakket 06 0784.
De Macintosh Performa is een vriendelijke computer. Vriendelijk omdat iedereen hem kan bedienen. U hoeft bijvoorbeeld geen ingewikkelde commando's uit het hoofd te leren, want een muisklik is voldoende. Dat geldt voor een simpel spelletje, voor tekstverwerking, maar ook voor een uitgebreide multimedia toepassing. Kortom, de Performa kan alles aan. Maar al die techniek, hoor ik u al denken. Dacht ik ook ooit. Maar echt, de computer, het Trinitron beeldscherm, het toetsenbord en de muis zijn heel simpel aan te sluiten. Alleen de stekkertjes erin steken en het werkt. Uw Performa wordt standaard geleverd met Nederlandstalige programma's, alle benodigde aansluitkabels en een duidelijke Nederlandse handleiding, zodat u direct aan de slag kunt. Iedere familie heeft zo zijn paradepaadjes. Nou, van de Performa-familie is dit hem. De Performa 630 CD-TV. Uitgerust met een aantal moderne multimedia-opties. Er zit bijvoorbeeld standaard een CD-ROM-speler in, waarmee u CD-ROMs en gewone audio-CD's kunt afspelen. U kunt foto's bekijken, uw eigen stem opnemen en u kunt er zelfs video- en tv-signalen op aansluiten en mee bewerken. Bovendien kan elke Performa opgewaardeerd worden met een Power PC-chip. Op die manier kan uw computer in de toekomst met u meegroeien. Kortom, de Macintosh Performa is een zeer gebruiksvriendelijke computer, waarmee het hele gezin zo aan de slag kan. Heeft u nog vragen? Geen probleem. Dan kunt u 3 maanden lang de Performa hulplijn bellen. Om uw documenten uit te printen heeft Apple een uitgebreide serie hoogwaardige, maar ook betaalbare printers. Bijvoorbeeld deze Stylewriters, leverbaar voor zwart-wit en voor kleur. Bent u veel onderweg, dan is hier de Powerbook. Een compleet draagbare Macintosh computer met dezelfde mogelijkheden als de grotere broers.
Bringing a computer home was a pretty big deal in our family, and we couldn't wait to set it up. Pop read all the instructions, but we kids knew it was simple.
Keyboard. Mouse.
Printer. Bingo. Bingo.
It didn't take a rocket scientist, but Pop took no chances.
According to this, the procedure looks fairly
Hey, Pop.
simple.
You want the honors? Now came the moment of truth. Could Pop start it? Would it actually work? The suspense was too much until... Welcome to Macintosh.
Look at that.
Welcome to the Martinettis.
Now, the Performer had a demo that made learning to use it easy.
Okay, what do I do now?
Click here, Mom.
And right from the start, everybody could. Best of all, the computer came with all kinds of programs ready to use. There are programs for writing and drawing, programs for managing money, too. And the Performer was packed with multimedia. It had a full encyclopedia with pictures and sound. Now, it didn't take long to get the hang of things, and Mom proved it. She put together the first ever Martinetti family newsletter. She took pictures we had from videos and made those part of it, too. And when she printed it out, I could almost sense a new career in the making. Mom, media mogul. Of course, Pop was quick to bring us back to Earth.
All right, now, Zach, remember our deal. Earn 100 points, and I pay for the computer. Otherwise...
How do we get points?
Well, here's what I've worked out. You do your homework on the computer, you get a point. You raise your grade, you get 2 points.
No. Come on. That's worth at least 10.
All right.
I have to hand it to Pop.
5 points.
He never makes a decision lightly.
Use it for business?
Yeah.
If you told him this computer could take him to the moon, he'd want to go 3 times to make sure.
It's just an important purchase, Mayor. I want to make sure everybody uses it.
What did I tell you? The funny thing was, the computer fit into our family just like it belonged. I mean, it really helped us all in different ways. Mom found she could do her whole greeting card business with it. And to send a copy to her publisher, she just faxed it right from the Performer.
Open wide and say, ah.
Zoe had a whole other universe to explore. Fletcher had said there were thousands of CD-ROMs out there. I believed it. And Zoe would have had them all if she could. For me, I like that our computer's a Macintosh, because that's what our school has. And the Macs at school have tons of stuff I use. Only now, instead of staying late, I could bring my work home. I could use our computer to put it together. I could make reports with pictures and sound that were just fantastic.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this...
I think it was Gramps, though, who did the most amazing things. He figured out all kinds of stuff to do with the computer. Gramps had never seen an online service, but before you knew it, he was meeting people from all over. I think it did him a lot of good. More good than he ever dreamed.
You know, Frank, there's other people out there just like me.
No.
Really? People who like the same things I do.
Hmm? So who's Rose?
Never you mind.
As the weeks went by, we kept earning points.
Okay, now, including homework, Mom's work, Grandpa's stuff, there's 72 points here. Not bad.
Of course, Zoe thought she deserved points for beating Pop at games.
No points for games.
And Gramps agreed.
Hey, why not? You learn things from games.
Exactly.
Frank and I thought so, but Pop didn't exactly see it our way.
Somebody's not learning enough.
TJ, we'll get points if you bring your math grade up.
I know, I'm working on it.
The proof's in the pudding.
Pop, you know I hate that saying.
The proof
I hate it.
is in the pudding. I like it.
Okay, everybody. Family picture. Perfect.
The thing was, we were having the time of our lives with the computer. And there was no turning back. We just had to convince Pop to keep it. We were desperate. And desperate people try anything. Even math programs.
Dit is mijn familie. Mijn moeder, mijn vader, mijn kleine zusje. En dit is mijn kamer. Dat is onze Macintosh en hierop staat mijn encyclopedie, waar ik veel van leer. Dat is het avondeten. Mijn vader doet de boekhouding, mijn moeder maakt een rapport af. En kijk, ik film mijn vader op de Macintosh.
Performa, de Macintosh voor thuis.
Ik heb zelfs mijn eigen vliegtuig.
Bel voor informatiepakket 06 0784.
De Macintosh Performa is typisch een computer voor het hele gezin. En daar wilt u natuurlijk direct mee aan de slag. Nou, dat kan, want u krijgt er een enorme hoeveelheid programma's bij. Natuurlijk het nieuwste Macintosh besturingssysteem, systeem 7.5, maar ook de tekstverwerker WordPerfect. En ClarisWorks, een geïntegreerd database, spreadsheet en tekenprogramma. Exact Privé is er om uw boekhouding mee te doen. En met de Elsevier belastingdisketten verzorgt u moeiteloos uw aangifte. Voor de kinderen natuurlijk spelletjes, maar ook educatieve programma's waarmee ze op een speelse manier leren rekenen, schrijven, analytisch denken en zelfs hun eigen multimedia-presentaties kunnen maken. Ook de elektronische snelweg ligt aan uw voeten, want de benodigde programmatuur voor internet is aanwezig. Nou, het is duidelijk dat de Performa u heel wat te bieden heeft, want met maar liefst 12 bijgeleverde softwarepakketten is er voor elk wat wils. En laten we één ding voorop stellen, werken met de Performa is niet alleen makkelijk, het is vooral leuk.
In the days that followed, we all worked on the new computer. Mom did business. Zoe learned all about animals and music. I practiced my equations. And Gramps, he made friends all over cyberspace. Frank went back to college.
So this is really helping?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can do your business better now?
Absolutely. Come here, I'll show you what I've been working on. Do you like this one?
Very nice.
Good. I'm faxing a draft to the publisher.
The computer had programs that could help Mom do everything. She could keep track of work schedules, addresses, and projects, all right here.
These are your orders?
Uh-huh.
Not bad.
Zoe, now there's another story. What she did on the computer was awesome. She had a video that we shot at the zoo, and she took scenes from it to make her own picture book.
Do you like it, Pop?
I think it's going to be a bestseller.
Oh, here comes Tamino. He's the hero. He's the guy that gets the magic flute.
Now, Gramps, he loves to talk opera. With the CD-ROMs he had, he could talk it with us, and we could learn.
Chased by a serpent.
What happens after that? Gramps took to the computer like an old hand.
Listen, listen to the music.
What about Tamino? Do you know?
He has his own music.
I had a feeling there was something different about him now. Like he had a secret he wasn't ready to share.
Every time you see the serpent, you'll hear that same music. So you can tell the serpent.
As for me, I worked on my favorite subject. Well, math wasn't so bad, if you could go at your own pace. And with the computer, I could.
I think you've got it.
It was about this time that Pop got it, too. Then he went to work on his checking account, budgets, and investments. He could even use his DOS files from the office right on the Mac.
I know you're there, TJ.
Have you ever used this thing before?
The last few nights. Good night, son.
Good night, Pop.
I got a new order today. A Happy Mother's Day card.
Yay! That's a point for us.
Yes.
You guys will never believe this. Guess what?
What?
I got a B+.
TJ, a B+.
B+.
Oh, terrific, pal. You did great. You know what? We're just a couple of more points to go.
You didn't add mine, Dad.
Why, you got points?
What for?
Oh, I used the computer to balance the budget, analyze our finances. I made some big decisions on it. Put me down for 5.
5?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Where does that put us?
Where does that put us? You know what? We did it.
We did it. What's happening?
We're keeping the computer.
No, I'm in the wrong house.
You were never gonna let the computer go, were you?
I just wanted to make sure everybody would use it. You know, I guess I better write that check, huh?
Oh, I'll get it. Is Carmine in?
Grandpa?
You must be Rose.
And you must be Carmine. Am I late?
Oh, no, you're right on time, right on time. Hey, everybody, this is Rose.
Well,
Hey, Rose.
TJ.
Welcome.
Zoe.
where'd you two meet?
Right over here on the Opera Lovers Forum.
The Opera Lovers Forum? So that's what Gramps had been doing all this time.
So this is your performa.
Yep, that's it.
How many megs of RAM, Carmine?
8.
I knew you were a power user.
Yeah. You know what? I read all the magazines.
I do too.
Go back, man. It's like everything changes.
I'd like to propose a toast. To our honored guest, Rose. You are always welcome in our home.
Salute.
Salute, Dad.
Salute, Rose.
So that's our story. 1 month in the life of the Martinettis. I wouldn't say that everything that happened was on account of our computer, but I wouldn't say it wasn't either. I mean, we didn't only get a computer, it got us. And sometimes I think it even knows what it got itself into. Well, after all, it is a Macintosh.
Dit is ons appartement, ons kantoor, ons appartement en ons kantoor. Dit is onze Macintosh. Met onze financiële, commerciële en administratieve programma's en DOS en Windows files. Een beetje ontspanning op de Mac, onze vergaderzaal, de directeur, de voltallige directie, de presentatie voor straks. Oei, het is al bijna zover.
Performa, de Macintosh voor thuis.
Frans en Partners. Sorry, ze is in vergadering.
Bel voor informatiepakket 06 0784.
Tot slot onze prijsvraag. Pen en papier bij de hand en concentratie, want u kunt een Macintosh Performa winnen. Het enige dat u hoeft te doen is het juiste antwoord te geven op de volgende 3 vragen. Waarvoor gebruikt moeder Martinetti de Performa? Wat voor huisdier hebben de Martinetti's? En als laatste omschrijft u in maximaal 15 woorden wat u met de computer zou doen. Schrijf de antwoorden op een briefkaart, voorzien van uw naam, adres en telefoonnummer en stuur die vooraanstaande woensdag naar Apple Computer, postbus 3200 3980 CZ in Bunnik. U maakt dan kans op een van de 10 Macintosh Performa computers of op vrijkaartjes voor het World Liberty Concert in Arnhem met vele bekende artiesten ter gelegenheid van de 50ste herdenking van de bevrijding. Wilt u de Performa eens van dichtbij bekijken en zelf ervaren hoe makkelijk je ermee werkt? Ga dan langs bij de Apple dealer voor een demonstratie. Vanaf aanstaande vrijdag hangt bij een aantal van die dealers een lijst met de winnaars. Welke dealers dat zijn, ziet u nu. Bedankt voor het kijken en succes met de wedstrijd.